What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerome. I'm coming to you today with a review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 11. This is episode number 18, and it's titled The Model Bride. So I had these sunglasses on my head because I went out yesterday for the St. Patrick's Day events here in Dallas. There's a parade that you go to where you can walk around on the street, get drunk, have a good time, and then there's a day party that you go to. Unfortunately, did not make it to the day party because me and my friends, we got there, had to have money. You had to have cash money. We only had our debit card, so we had to walk to try to find a bank or at least a gas station to get some money. But on our way there, one of my friends, she saw this. Well, I saw the girl. She was on the sidewalk, and the girl had herself. The girl was on the ground like this with her phone. I thought she was talking to one of her friends, but then my friend noticed the girl fell asleep and her friends completely abandoned her. So we stayed with this girl for about 3 hours. Yeah. So we didn't make it to the day party. So we went to a bar called Bar Louie where we had more drinks, food, and I think the food made me sick. So I have food poisoning right now, you guys. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to get through this video as best as I can. And if I throw these sunglasses on, please don't take anything to it. It's just the fact that these lights are hurting my damn eyes. But without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. All right, y'all. So we're going to start the episode with Nene. So we see Nene. She is at Swag Boutique. She's working. She's talking about putting on some clothes. Talking about wearing a small. I'm like, girl, ain't no way in hell you can squeeze your ass in a fucking small. But whatever. So then Shamari shows up, and Shamari, she asked Nene, like, how is Greg doing? She's like, oh girl, Greg is good. Greg is back home. But she doesn't sound too happy to say that Greg is back home, and it's just like, okay. So then Shamari, she apologizes to Nene, about what happened at the bi-week party, her throwing up in the bathroom. And Nene's like, oh no, it's all good. The cleaners, the help, they cleaned up everything, so it's all straight. And then, she presents her with a bottle of whatever they was drinking, and Nene is cool with it. So then Nene asks her, so when it comes down to Eva's wedding, like, is Ronnie gonna take you? Are you and Ronnie going together? And is Ronnie cool with, having another date? And Shamari's like, well, shit, Ronnie's actually not going because Ronnie's gonna be on tour, and I'm going by myself. So how about me and you go together? And she was like, cool. So let me backtrack just a little bit because I just looked at my notes. So they talk about this thing between Portia, Kandi, and Nene once again with the party. Here is my thing with the party. I've said this and I'm gonna continue to say this. So when it comes down to the party, yes, Portia and Kandi were absolutely 100% wrong for what they did. But Nene was wrong in the reaction that she gave to them at the party. Now, like we've all said before, at first, it did seem like they were just joking, having fun and whatnot. But then once the once the camera crew, once they went to her closet, I think that's when Nene started to hype up and buck up. And then my whole thing with Nene is, it's like, you completely forgot that Marlo was the one that told why do I want to say Cynthia? Marlo is the one who told Kandi and Portia, oh, just go in the closet. It'll be all right. Go in the closet. But she wanted to put the blame solely on Kandi and Portia. And again, like I said, Kandi and Portia were wrong for what they did. But her reaction was not warranted. And again, she was validated for feeling the way she felt. I told y'all not to go in my closet. Y'all should respect me as the hostess and not go in my closet. But then here's another thing that I want to say. As somebody from the South, it's Southern tradition. If you're hosting a party, you don't leave your guests alone in your house. Like, what kind of host is that? Because you go upstairs, you, Cynthia, and Marlo go upstairs, and then you might invite Tanya up there, but you got other house guests down there for a party that you're hosting, but you ended up leaving them. Like, I just don't get that. But again, like I said, she's warranted for the way she felt, but her delivery was piss poor at best. But we're going to move on from that because I'm tired of talking about her, and I've been talking about her for 3 minutes now. So we're going to move on. All right, so next we see Eva. Eva is getting ready for her wedding. You know, she has her bridesmaids, her mom, Mike's mom, and then we see her. She gives her mom a personalized handkerchief, and the handkerchief read something like, you know, today a bride, tomorrow a wife, always your daughter, and forever your friend, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I thought it was beautiful. And then, you know, Eva's talking about how, you know, her mom is a caregiver for her dad who had a stroke, and he also has a condition called asphyxia or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I couldn't pronounce it. Well, I mean, I could hear it, but whatever. We're going to move on. So we also see all the other girls. They are getting ready. And then Shamari calls Nene. She's like, you know, what's up, Nene? You know, are you still coming to pick me up for the wedding? And Nene's like, oh, you know, I don't know if I'm coming to the wedding because me and Greg had got into it. I'm like, girl, this is all about you, huh? Oh, but you know, she's like, okay, cool. So then when Shamari gets off the phone, she FaceTimes Tanya. And Tanya's, you know, she like, Tanya, you know, Eva, I want to go. We are going to Eva's wedding, but I called Nene, and Nene's not quite sure if she's coming. Is it okay if I ride with you? She's like, yeah, girl, come on. You know, we got some shots in the car and whatnot. I'm like, do y'all want Shamari to take some shots of anything? We saw how lit she has been all season. But talking about Shamari, man, I actually have enjoyed Shamari this season. I would love for Shamari to come back for season 12 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, because Shamari has been a blast in a bottle. Like, oh my God, I've enjoyed her. So yeah, I really truly have enjoyed her. So then we see, we're gonna move on because I'm gonna do another scene for this one. All right, so next we see Candy. Candy and Todd, they getting ready for the wedding. Candy has on a nice, sexy black dress where she has some side boob out. And, you know, she and Todd, they just talking about the wedding, you know, how it costs $1,000 per person. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, what kind of fucking food did y'all get that it's $1,000 per person, bitch? I'm just saying, like, god damn, where did y'all buy food from? Because I can't think of nothing that costs $1,000 per person. Like maybe 100 or two, but 1,000? What kind of food are y'all eating? Caviar, escargot. What else is the other fancy shit that people eat? Snails. What else? The stuff rich people eat. Like, is that what the fuck y'all eating? Like, give me some fried chicken, some macaroni and cheese. That's pretty much what I would eat. Cornbread, you know, and we black, you know, collard greens, cabbage, mashed potatoes, gravy, rolls, biscuits, you know, all the stuff black people eat that we green beans, black eyed peas, what else? I was about to say chitlins, but I don't eat that bullshit. That is the nastiest thing known to mankind. I just don't know how people can sit there and eat something that just smells like ass. No offense to anybody who eats chitlins, because I can't do it. Chitlins, hog mogs, pig feet, none of that shit. Frog legs, I can't eat none of that because it just don't sound good to me. Hell, I even know somebody who eats squirrel. Don't eat it. No, but whatever. So yeah, I was with Candy like, girl, what the fuck is y'all buying for $1,000 a person? But you know, we then see Mike and Cynthia show up. So they jet out to get ready to go to the wedding. So, you know, Cynthia and Candy, they talking about, you know, everything that's going on with Nene. And Cynthia is like, the thing with Cynthia is she could see both sides of the spectrum. You know, she could understand why Nene felt the way she felt, because she felt like she wasn't being respected in her own home. Which Candy's like, you know what, I definitely get that. But then again, Cynthia said, you know what, her approach was fucked up. And that's what Candy was like, her approach was fucked up. Now, I do want to backtrack just a little bit because I thought about something in my head. So when Cynthia and Mike showed up to Candy's house, because, you know, Cynthia was talking about her relationship, yeah, it's long distance, but it works out for them. She'd rather be in a happy long distance relationship than living in the same house with somebody and not be in love with them or something like that. And I'm like, well, damn, was that shade toward Nene? Ooh, we see the cracks already, and the reunion hasn't even aired. But so then also Candy is telling Cynthia how Marlo had a conversation with Nene and was telling Nene about the stuff that she and Portia said, and I guess when Marlo went back and told it, it was told in a different way, different light. Oh God, I feel like I'm about to throw the fuck up. Who shit? Okay, we good. So I agree with Candy. Like Marlo should have kept her fucking mouth closed. If anybody needs to tell Nene what Cynthia, I'm not Cynthia, but Candy and Portia said, it should have been Candy and Portia, and you could have just said, you know what, I had lunch with Candy and Portia. They said some things, but I'm not gonna tell you what they said. I would much rather send, for Candy and Portia to tell you what they said as opposed to me telling you. But Marlo likes to stir the pot. Marlo likes to get bullshit started for no fucking reason. So, whatever. All right, so now we're gonna talk about Eva's wedding. So, can we talk about those bridesmaids dresses? Those motherfuckers was ugly as fuck. And then what the hell was Shamari wearing? I mean, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't something I would think you would wear to a wedding. But whatever. And then Nene, she does show up to the wedding looking like the devil in a cloak. Oh God. And then Eva. Let's talk about Eva's dress. I did like Eva's dress minus whatever this shit was that was going around like over her shoulders and stuff. If she had just taken that out, it would have been really, really nice. But other than the shoulder pad looking thing, that shit was ugly as fuck. Oh God. No, it was a no. So then let me say fuck you to Bravo, because Bravo was full of shit. So while Eva and Mike was up there giving their wedding vows, they gonna do a flashback to Nene's wedding with Greg. And I'm like, Bravo. So y'all finna sit here and make this whole shit about Nene at this point? That's bullshit. So after the wedding is over, Nene leaves out and she starts crying. And oh my God, I'm like, here we go. This is gonna be a pity party for Nene. And I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because I don't want to put any shine on her at this point. But, Shamari goes up to Nene and she's like, is everything okay with you and Greg? Because I saw the tweets and I'm like, oh God, Shamari, how much have you had to drink already? Like, God, why? Why? So then we see Eva. She is talking to Candy and Portia and, they just congratulating her. They're telling her how, they just talking to her, having a good time with her. Again, that dress, not the best. So then Candy, she and Portia, they sit down and they have a conversation. And Candy is telling Portia how, Marlo went back and told Nene what they said, but it got misconstrued and turned around. And then we see Marlo. Marlo comes over and she's telling them that, what she said to Nene. And how they were both like, well, shit, we want to tell her ourselves. We don't want you to be a run tell that and go tell her. So then... we see Eva. She goes and getting her reception dress. Now, I liked her dress for her wedding reception as opposed to her actual wedding dress. She should have worn the dress that she wore to the reception for the wedding and completely burned the fucking wedding dress. Oh God. All right. So then, Marlo, she went and got Nene to go talk to Portia and Candy. And she said that Portia and Candy wanted to talk to them. No, you said you were going to go get her to have them have that conversation. Marlo is stirring the motherfucking pot. Oh, God, I do not want to sit on and talk about this shit. The fuck? Because we're going to breeze right through this. So, Nene comes over there with Portia and Candy. Right? In a nutshell, Nene talking about she wanted Portia and Candy to be there for her. How the fuck can they be there for you if you are not divulge, if you're not telling them what's going on with you, if you're not opening up to them, you're opening up to Marlo and you're opening up to Cynthia. Like, how can you expect for people to be there for you? You being selfish as fuck. And then just looking at this shit, like, you would literally forget that Greg is the one with cancer and not Nene, because she's making it all about herself. Like, be there for me. Be there for me. Oh, God, she's just getting on my nerves. Be there for her. Yes, I get it. She is going through something herself. But we still have got to remember that Greg is the one that is actually the cancer person, the patient with cancer, not Nene. She is his caregiver. Yes, he's putting her life, he's putting, stress on her. Here's the thing about it. People who are sick and somebody with cancer, they don't want to ask for help. They don't want people to help them. Sometimes they just feel they already feel helpless enough. Like, it's kind of hard for them to sit there and say, oh, I'm hurting. I need this. I need that. They lash out. Is it right? Absolutely not. But I mean, we don't know. If you have not had cancer, you don't know what that person is actually going through. So for her to sit here and be playing this pity party bullshit is fucking ridiculous, and it's getting on my fucking nerves. How the fuck old is Nene? Like, she's acting like a fucking immature child. Yes, again, I get it. Greg has cancer. She does not have cancer. But, if Nene wasn't so fucking selfish, like, when you took those vows to Greg, it said through sickness and in health. He is sick right now. You need to be there for him. If you stick by him through his time of need and him being sick, that would be a true testament to who you are as a person. You can be like, what, God? And that's what you should do. Just at the end of the day, be like, surrender to God. Just be like, what, God? I don't have it all figured out. I can't do everything. Be the will, be the catalyst, guide me through this tough and difficult time in my life. And he will see you through it. And at the end of it, you are being a selfish fucking person. That's all she's been, is selfish. I can't with Nene, and I'm tired of talking about it, so I'm done at this point. But lastly, we see Shamari, and she is asking Nene how she was. Now, I do want to talk about one thing, and it's about Nene, but it's not about this situation with Greg. It's about the party. Back to Candy and Portia going into the closet. I know why. I understood why Nene felt the way she felt. It always goes back to what Kim and her raggedy ass fucking family did last season when Brielle took her little bitch ass in Nene's bathroom and took a picture of a water bug, bitch. Not a cockroach, but a motherfucking water bug. Know the difference. Your mama is trailer park trash, so that bitch ought to know the difference between a water bug and a cockroach. Because Kim is a fucking cockroach. So I definitely get where Nene came from with that one. She's kind of leery because of, like I said, the bullshit that Kim and her raggedy ass motherfucking family put her through last season with Roachgate. And so I definitely get it. But that was the episode. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel. We got 2 more episodes until the finale. So I will see you guys later for Married to Medicine Los Angeles.